Hi, I am Claire, and for this week's video, I am going to be doing a growing together family home in The Sims 4. So I finally got the growing together expansion pack. It took me a while because I wanted to wait until it went on sale, but then I'm like, no, I do want the 3 exclusive items, and so I bought it, but then I went on vacation, so I couldn't see the items myself for a little bit, but I'm back from vacation. It was fun. Thanks for asking. And we are going to be in the nursery. And this nursery is a little bit of a hodgepodge of a few styles and a few ideas. I was just really excited to see all the different items. So maybe the penguin wallpaper doesn't really go with the sloth in a tree decal, but I wanted to use it, and so I'm just like, it doesn't really matter. The penguins are up high and you can't really see them anyway. And there are 2 other kids in this house, so maybe these are just handy down items from the other kids. Maybe one of the kids had a penguin themed nursery, and then another child had a sloth themed nursery, and so they just kind of had both of these ideas for this 3rd child, and so we are just going to be adding a shelf, but I do end up getting rid of it. I was planning to put some more changing table accessories on the shelf, but I decided not to in the end, and so we are just going to be adding some more little decorations. So we're going to be adding this rug, which came in a new update recently for The Sims, and just adding these baby books. I thought they were cute. Again, came with the update, so even though I didn't get the growing together pack immediately, I still got to enjoy the items, but I really did want to get some changing tables because for some reason that didn't come in the base game. And so we are now going to be going in to the kitchen. The kitchen's kind of like a hallway in between like the dining room and the living room, and I just wanted it to be that way. I couldn't really figure out a better place for the kitchen, and I just thought it looked nice here, kind of in the center of the house, but when your guests walk in or somebody's visiting, they don't immediately see the kitchen. I feel like that's something I don't really like about open floor plans, is that you walk right into the kitchen. I prefer a little bit more privacy because I don't really want somebody to walk in and be like, oh, you're cooking that? And so I like to kind of hide my kitchens around the corner just because of that real life incident, or not incident, but that real life fear or phobia. And so we are just going to be adding a dining room in the center of the house, or in if you first walk in, you see the dining room, and so we are just going to be adding a new table and chairs, but I do end up getting rid of the chairs. I used them in last week's video, and I don't want to overly use these items too much. Want to see how I can use these items in different ways. I just go with these base game chairs, and going to be adding a rug and centering it up with the door. And for a while, I did not use BB.me objects. I did end up using BB.me objects, so if you want to play in this house, you should probably use that cheat before placing this house, or some items might disappear. And so we are just kind of making a little bit of a drop zone, as I like to do. And I didn't have it I don't have it immediately by the door, but there's kind of by the door, by the nursery, and I thought it looked cute, like a book bag, and maybe some toys that the kids bring here and there with them. And so we are just going to be kind of finishing up the kitchen. I got a little distracted. I saw a squirrel and then I followed it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing a kitchen. And so I wanted to make sure there was a lot of space for the family to prepare meals together. I don't play with households in The Sims that much, but I do love the idea of having your families cook together, and so I wanted to have a little bit more of counter space in the kitchen, and so we are now going to be working on the little computer nook, as I'm going to be calling it, and I just thought it was a little cute space. Maybe the parents want to monitor their children's activity on social media or online, or maybe social media. Social media is online, and so it's kind of a community computer. There's just only computer in the house, and it's just a very useful item in general to have computers in The Sims. And so we are just going to be adding a little coat rack by the front door and going to be adding a rug in the computer nook. I just thought it looked a little cold, or not cold, it looked a little like beige on beige with like a floor and the desk and a chair, and so I tried to add a little white rug to kind of break it up. And I did want to add some more toys by the computer. It's like, oh, the kids playing with the toys and playing some computer games. And so we are just going to be now in the TV room, the den, the family room, and so we are just going to be using some new chairs from the Growing Together pack. I feel like these are really cute and I could use them in different builds, and so I am kind of thinking about doing another 100 baby challenge house. If you're interested in that, let me know. Maybe if you have like a style in mind. And so we are just going to be adding a few more things here and there, adding the curtains, and going to be going into the first bathroom. All of the bathrooms have a shower tub combo. That is kind of expensive, but there's a new shower and tub combo, and I wanted to use as many splotches as I could. And I did also want to use the new toddler toilet, even though there is no toddlers. Maybe the older children just got excited and like, oh, remember this? And so they have it in the bathroom. And so we are just going to be adding some towels and going to be adding some toothbrushes. This is the most decorated bathroom out of the 3 bathrooms, and that's probably because it's just the first bathroom I did. And so we are just now going to be making a little bit of a reading area. I love the library bookshelves, and I do also want to like make a library soon because these bookshelves are so cool, but I don't know if I'm going to do that next week or in a month. So let me know what you want to see from me down in the comments. That'd be very helpful. And so we are just going to be adding a little chair and light by the window, just kind of make it into a little bit of a reading nook. And so we are just going to be adding a few items here and there. I realized I got some tile in the nursery, and so I was just covering that up. And now we are just going to be adding some light switches, which I kind of, oh, light switches, and then it's just like those 2 light switches controlling the entire house. So we are just going to be adding some more picture frames and going to be adding some just more pictures in general. And I do really like the picture frames in this house. I love like the concept of them, and so we are just going to be adding a lot of lights onto this main level, but I'm pretty sure there is approximately 0 light switches up on the second level. And so now we are in the primary bedroom, and I'm going to be using this bed from the Growing Together pack. And again, I just wanted to like, ooh, new stuff. I want to see how this looks, see what swatches they came in, and so I'm just going to be putting these 2 dressers together to make one kind of big dresser. And now we are just going to be looking for a couch for a little sitting area in this bedroom, and I do add some picture frames above that. I thought that would be kind of cute for like wedding photos, have like a big wedding photo in the our wedding photo in the big one, and then maybe like parents on the smaller ones. And we are just going to be going and adding a rug because although hardwood is nice, it is kind of hard, and so I wanted to have some rugs on this main level, even though your Sims don't really get cramped feet from hardwood. And so we are just going adding some more of these curtains and going to be going into the primary suite. And so we just kind of copy and paste the items from the first bath into this bath. I do add a little laundry hamper and a little shelf item, and it looks more fancy in a way, just adding these two items. Yeah, it probably helps that it is bigger. And so we are just going to be adding some pictures and just kind of keeping this bathroom more simple. This is the parents' bathroom, so they're a little bit more neat than their baby. And now we are on the second level of the house, and I did want to make this bedroom or this area downstairs, but I'm like, oh wait, there's no like family room, so I decided to make a second level for the kids. And first we are going to be working on a little desk space, and then we do add these bunk beds that came with the new pack on here. And I'm just going for all the swatches, like, oh, this one has a picture, oh, this one has clouds on it, oh, both of them have clouds on it. And we now can have sleepovers in The Sims, and so I wanted to have some sleeping bags for the Sims to have a little sleepover with their friends. And I just thought this would be a little fun space. It is nice for the kids because there is the third bath up here, and so it's a bit more privacy, a bit more space for them to grow into. And so we are just going to be adding some pictures, but I couldn't really find any good bedroom pictures. There's like a lot of like library pictures, and so we just go with some pictures in the base game. And now we are just going to be adding some clouds decals because there's clouds on the beds. I have to add clouds on the walls, and I was tempted to add like some like little drawings, like, oh, the friend did this on during the sleepover when nobody was looking, but I decided to get rid of it. And now we are just going to be going into the bathroom, which is basically a replica of the first bathroom downstairs. It's just very simple. It kind of has everything you would need. And now we are just going to be adding some towels, and I was really trying to get this towel to match the sink. Then I realized the sink didn't match the shower, and so now we are just going to be adding a mirror and a different towel hanger. And so now I'm trying to figure out what to put on this big empty wall, and I end up going with a very, very large bookshelf. So it has two curved pieces at the end and then a big piece in the middle, and it does look pretty good. It's kind of like a hallway space, and so I didn't want to like put anything big and bulky. And so now we are outside in the backyard, and I really wanted to add these bikes on the front of the house, so we're just doing that real quick and going to be adding a little swing set and monkey bars. I do put this on the other side of the house by the kitchen and living room because I'm like, maybe if parents were up all night with the infant, they probably don't want their twins to be right outside their bedroom window making a whole bunch of ruckus, and so I do put it by the living room. And other parts of this backyard are pretty simple, just a barbecue and picnic table. And I also add some gardening boxes. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you want to play in this house, the information is down in the description. I post new videos every single Tuesday, so please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. You can also find me over on Instagram. I try to make bonus reels over there, so I hope you all have an amazing day, and I hope to see you all next week for another Sims 4 video. Bye!